All right, Javier Herrera. Okay, so you all need to explain this to the court.
Yes, ma'am. I've spoken with the complainant. This is the outcome that she wants. And that she feels conformity with everything.
And how is the complainant?
Well, I'm sorry, she's 26 now, Your Honor.
All right, and so the complainant is now 26 years old, and this is what she's requesting?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Court is calling 2021 CR 2011 State versus Javier Herrera. Can I have parties announced for the record? State?
Ashley Jones for the state.
Lindsay Shaw, I'm sorry, Lindsay Shaw for Mr. Herrera.
And are you Mr. Herrera? Did you review this document entitled deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are not, Your Honor. We are proceeding only on count 2, which is indecency of public.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on count 2, indecency with a child by contact? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you're giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked? The court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Herrera, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, there's a $1,500 fine. There's to be no contact with the complainant in Chapter 62 registration, and the state is recommending deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor. I did.
Defense is at the plea.
Yes, ma'am.
State is at the plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, ma'am.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 5 years, 200 hours community service restitution, and you're to be supervised by the sex offender unit. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you count 2? How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State offer states Exhibit 1 in all attachments.
No objection.
All right, did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. All right, so why am I following this agreement? Or I should say, why should I follow this agreement?
Your Honor, we have discussed this agreement at length with the complainant, including just proceeding to trial and having a jury decide whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty. She understands everything that comes along with the trial and everything that would come along with this plea agreement. She has chosen, or at least let the state know that she would, her preference would be to go forward with the plea.
All right, and now the former child is now an adult.
She is, Your Honor, and I did misspeak earlier. I aged her by a year. She's only 25. But she does not have any contact with the defendant. My understanding was that the defendant was married to the complainant's mother, had gotten divorced, and has been divorced from their mother for quite some time now.
All right, do you have any other children?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
And what are their ages?
10 and 5, Your Honor.
All right, I'm not going to allow you to have contact with minors. I'm not going to allow you to reside in any household with minors. You can't be trusted around children.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm going to give you a choice. Here are your choices. The state is asking that your community supervision be for 5 years. That's a recommendation for them. I'm going to make it 10.
Yeah.
Or either if you all would want to negotiate a prison term, you can. Otherwise, it's going to be 10 years deferred adjudication.
Yes, Your Honor.
So do you want 10 years deferred adjudication?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, there's a $1,500 fine. 10 years deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with minors. No contact with the complainant. Chapter 62 registration. Regular reporting, and that's going to be in person. Regular random UAs. Proof of employment within 35 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no residing in a household with minors. He's to be supervised by the sex offender unit. They're asking for community service hours. There's no community service hours I can give you legally because there's no place that will accept community service from you. There's going to be 180 days in the Bexar County Jail as a condition of probation. Probation, is there anything else? And we can do a TAP evaluation while in custody.
No other things, Judge.
All right, there'll be a TAP evaluation in custody. Follow recommendations. Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
Oh, yeah.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. So what I can tell you is the complainant saved you from going to prison. Because in this specific case, if the complainant still would have been a child, I would not have followed this agreement. But because she's an adult, I realized that maybe her mother or somebody is not pulling strings. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, we do have victim impact statements. We are having a little bit of trouble getting the link to the complainant. I would just ask maybe for about 5 minutes so that.
All right, then what we can do is if she is she able by phone?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so then what we can do is if he'll go into the box and then you all can play the phone for him where she does her victim impact.
One thing we missed was the field visits.
All right, thank you. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice.
Judge, if I may, my client, when he was arrested, he's been living in Cheyenne, Wyoming for the last 6 years. We would ask once he's released from custody if we could have this transferred to Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Do we know what county that is?
I can look it up really quick, Judge.
All right, and I'll look it up as well. And there's to be a transfer to Cheyenne, Wyoming. You're not transferred unless they accept you. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. I got arrested when I was on my way to work and I left my belongings over there to my employer, so I have no ID, no social security.
It's Laramie County.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.